Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today. You know, fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Dude, fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Because, honestly, it's like, yo, Mitsutoshi, what the fuck just happened? Like, this chapter, and this shit caught me off guard. Because the pacing of the chapter, no, not the pacing, the atmosphere of the chapter was very bright, vibrant, joyful, a time of celebration, a time of, eating good food, festival, and the last page of this chapter, the last page, I mean, when I saw this fucking page, I stared at the monitor for like 15 minutes. I'm not even lying. Like, I stared at the monitor, trying to fool myself into believing that I wasn't seeing what I was seeing. But in fact, I was seeing what I was seeing. I was trying to make these elaborate, loopholes, like maybe it's a fruit that looks like this person. Maybe he's underneath the table ducking us on some goofy shit. But when you look at the situation at hand, this scene is accurate. And this shit just blew my fucking mind. Like, there was no facepalm. There was no, none of that shit. I just stopped moving and I stared at the fucking screen. That's what I did. For like 15 minutes. No lie. And to call this a grim scene is putting it mildly. Like, it's putting it mildly. Because this is a character in the Toriko series that we know, a fair amount about. Not everything, but we know a fair amount. He has assisted Toriko and Komatsu time and time again. He is a vital role in, I would assume that he was a vital role in the story because he is the grandson of Knocking Master Jiro. His father's famous, his grandfather's very famous. He has connections with Setsuno, a national treasure. And to look at this page and to see his head and his hand, which appears to be detached from his body, in the middle of this bowl of food. And, like, the thing here is that it makes sense because of who he was approaching. Because we have to remember that, Teppei, he's not a weak character in the Toriko series, but he's not presumed to be that powerful in relation to, like, Ichirayu and, like, the other, IGO top guys. Like, I wouldn't say that he's as strong as his grandfather. No, I wouldn't say that. But the thing here is that the person that he was facing is a person who, one, had the ability to control the four beasts with ease. The four beasts who had a caps level that exceeded, like, what was it, like 400? No, 300. Like 350, yeah. It exceeded 350. And this motherfucker could control the four beasts with ease. That's number one. Number two, Ichirayu stated that there was a person, when he fought the four beasts, who was controlling the four beasts, which hints at that same person controlling the four beasts years ago, when Ichirayu was the one who fought against him. Which means that this person is fairly old. In fact, we can actually presume that this person may be as old as Acacia may be. We're not too sure. That's an assumption. But we do know that this person is as old as the president of IGO. the master of Toriko and Coco, which means that he's powerful as fuck. In order to live that long, yeah, you gotta be powerful as fuck. Your gourmet cells must be strong, like very, very, very strong. And when you take a look at all the odds, Teppei was gonna lose. If he were to engage in combat with this person, Teppei would lose. What I didn't expect was in the middle of all this joy and celebration, when the four beasts is finally defeated and the human world is quote-unquote saved from the disaster of the four beasts, we have a prima character in the series apparently killed off screen, and his head and hands are in a bowl of vegetables and meat. His head being on the meat side. Yeah. The thing that got me, the thing that really just hit home was, again, the atmosphere of the chapter was so bright and so brilliant, and then just bam. And then Mitsutoshi decides to put in a little line right at the bottom left-hand corner of that same panel, where it says, in the shadow of those sunbeams. Fuck, man. Fuck, Mitsutoshi, goddammit. I mean, like, I know that you went to prison and you probably seen some shit, but dude. Teppei? I mean, fuck. I mean, if this is Teppei, it makes you wonder what the fuck happened to Mantum. Like, seriously. Because Mantum, I believe, was being watched by that same person. Maybe. I'm not too sure. But if that's the case, then Mantum himself may also be dead. And that's crazy. Yeah, because Mantum is powerful. Fuck. Like, that's all I can say. But let me do a summary real quick, because this chapter is not, that it's not long. It's actually a fairly quick read, but it's just that the ending was so, for me personally, the ending was so baffling. It was just like, whoa. So let me do the summary, and then I'll call it a review. This chapter starts off, and we see Teppei when he's alive. He chased the guy, and he asked him, are you the mastermind of this whole entire thing? What's your goal? And then the guy's like, don't pry in, or you'll die, here and now. And Teppei has this stone cold face. Like, okay, this guy's, damn serious. And then we go back to the Kings. The Kings are, they're enjoying their victory. And what we see is that we see the energy appetite ball, what's called the Oshaku Bansan. And it's like, it's just levitating there. And then Toriko, and this is why I like Toriko the series, because the main character isn't like other shonen characters. He's actually smart and intelligent. And Toriko makes the deduction that the knives and forks that he creates are actually some introductory form to appetite energy. So he caught that. He understands that, which to me is a key point. So we may see his techniques evolve in other forms of appetite energy. And then at this point, I believe because they're all chilling and shit, they're relaxing. They knew that they beat the four beasts, and their creatures come in. Kiss, Terry, Quinn, they come in, and after that, following them comes the Dharma horse, biggest fuck. And riding the Dharma horse is Rin and Komatsu. They give Toriko and the rest of the kings the antidote because they're still poisoned. And of course, they're eating on the antidote as well as the other people, because they have, I believe that the other cooks have spread out the antidote to the other, people that were drenched by the rain. And then Sunny was stating that, even though we saved a lot of lives, tens of thousands of people were eaten by the four beasts. But then Coco, he notices that next to the the big appetite energy, there's a smaller one, and I noticed that too last week's chapter, but I didn't know what it was. Like it was like a Earth and Moon type of thing. But apparently, in the smaller one, he could see or he could feel the energy waves of people. And what happens is, all of a sudden, the smaller one explodes, and then people start flying out of it. Now, this to me, I didn't like it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not like it at all, because to me, it was kind of like, really? Because what made the 4 beasts so dangerous, so devastating, was not only the fact that it created the poison rain, not only the fact that it was beating the shit out of the 4 kings, but because it was just eating so many people. It was consuming thousands of people at like one given point in time. And to see them all coming back, yeah, it really does mitigate the sense of danger that was around the 4 beasts. It really does. So that's something that I did not enjoy in the chapter whatsoever. In fact, had the last panel not been so shocking, this chapter would have been subpar. But the thing here is that at this point in time, the people explode, and then the bigger version of the Apta energy, this thing falls down, and it's like a blob of like some weird goo, some weird. I guess it's meat. I'm not too sure, but it's like weird and white, but it's packed of nutrients, obviously. And it's fairly big, because what happens is, like, they all go eat it and shit, and the kings are carrying this, like, they're carrying this goo in, like, giant balls, giant lumps. And, of course, they're all being watched by the monitors, and Setsuno and the rest of the chefs, they see this, and, of course, they want to cook this shit. And they wind up distributing the weird white meat goo-type structure to the rest of the city. And we see everybody eating it. Like there's actually one panel where we see everybody, and they're eating the 4 beasts. And after that, we see these rays of sun, and they're shining on the city. And then we go inside a building. We see we see a basket, a bowl, and in the bowl there's bread, there's fruit, vegetables, meat, and the head and hand of a prominent character in the series, Toriko. And of course a side of wine, obviously. Duh. And that there is the end of the chapter. So once again, this chapter, like, give it your own rating, alright? Fuck it. Give it your own rating, because for me personally, like, I want to say that this chapter is like beyond yo, because I like Teppei. I really do. I really like them. No homo. Fuck it, all homo. But the thing here is that when you take a look at the chapter from a structure standpoint, it's okay. It's okay, because, like, we have a big shocking reveal, but at the same time, they mitigated the sense of danger around the 4 beasts, and we still don't know who the hell Teppei was chasing. So the chapter's okay, maybe even subpar. But that impact, that really hit me, man. Yo, that really fucking hit me, man. It really did. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, yeah, make your own rating for the chapter. Whether you hate it or like it, you don't care about Teppei, or, you're really saddened, or maybe you believe that Teppei's not actually dead, that this person's head and hand is something else or someone else. I mean, I was also deciphering for like 15 minutes, but when you take a look at the facts, the person he was fighting was very powerful, very fucking powerful. And Teppei, I think he's the type of person that would, try and take this person on. But if this person was so fucking powerful, where he could beat Teppei in like 1 or 2 shots, and then cut off his head, and then I don't know why he put him on a fucking bowl of fucking food, but he did. So, I mean, The only things that I know, aside from the four beasts that like eating humans on a regular basis, are the Nitro. Well, the Nitro were hinted strongly at to eat humans. So I mean, but the person that we saw had no beak. There was no beak that I saw. So I don't know, but me personally, this chapter it hit home. It really did. So I will see you guys later. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'm signing out. Peace. Have a nice day.